Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the next episode of From Beyond the Void. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, R3X15 Gaming. We are getting into Session 9, the Capital Part 2 tonight. So without further ado, let's get our adventurers into the call. Alright, welcome everyone to From Beyond the Void Session 9, the Capital Part 2. Tonight we're continuing our adventures through the capital keep of Galantama. So let's do a little recap of Session 8, shall we? So, and during Session 8, you made your initial siege on the capital keep. You found that, like everywhere else in the kingdom, it was overrun with undead. So we had it was overrun with undead like everywhere else in the kingdom of Hossinge. You learned through your adventures thus far through the kingdom that there is a necromancer that has unleashed an undead army upon the kingdom. You found out through your adventures that there happens to be a portal to the Fey Plains hidden underneath the keep of the capital. And it seems that the forces of evil are trying to gain access to this portal to enter the Fey Wilds and destroy the Fey Court, which that portal opens up to. You learned that if the Fey Wilds are laid siege to and each court is destroyed, the magical connection which empowers all spellcasting and all magic within the material plane will be severed. So, you made your way to the capital keep on the skyship, piloted by none other than everyone's favorite adventuring cat, Skyneedle. He dropped you off at the front gates of the keep and ascended back into the sky to clear out a path for the main army that is coming up from the northern Great Wall. So right now, you are the strike force that is laying initial siege to the keep itself, while the army that's coming up from the rear is going to handle the rest of the undead army that is encamped in the city. You entered the walls of the Great Keep and immediately got into heavy combat with undead soldiers. You made it through that and into the courtyard where you fought more undead. And where we left off, you began, after clearing out the courtyards and the initial gates, you began to check the buildings. You opened up a door to a building that seemed to lead to a barracks of sorts, and found that there were more undead inside. And that's where we're going to begin our adventure today. Joining me, as always, we have everyone's favorite dog folk, Seraph, played by Gaming Shepherd. Incognito, very good. Say hello to the people.
I did you not hear me?
Oh, no.
Ah!
Okay, we all heard you now. Then we have Reyna, played by the Chaos Squirrel Sudag.
Blood for the blood god.
And then, of course, Nora, played by the ever so lovely Lulu. Zon Terra, that is voiced by yours truly and controlled by our players. And of course, the party's local resident Scarecrow, Somnus, played by Finier.
Dog.
So, gang, without further ado, let's get into this session. And of course, like I said, where we left off the last time, we are immediately going into a fight. So let's get those initiatives on the board.
Oh wow, 4 polygons.
Bye.
Board, it's 180p. 144p.
Might need a refresh. Doing that, I need to get
It is.
tab.
My PCs have been having no short of. Absolutely.
Alright, and we're just waiting on initiative rolls for Sudag and Lulu. Ah, yes, don't forget your Raven.
Remember?
Alright. We just need a Nara on the board.
Oh, they're not in roleplay.
Ah, that would explain it. But while Lulu is working on their stuff, I will get the roll in for them. All right, so the order starts at the top with Somnus.
Wow, okay. So, where are they coming?
And Nara opened the door. Last time when we ended, Nara opened the door to what looked to be a barracks, and there were undead seen inside that immediately spotted her.
Gotcha. Guess I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. Set more back here, and I'm gonna. Oh wait, back here. 5 feet. Alright, I'm gonna throw a I'm gonna throw a flare at the dude in there.
Okay, go for it.
Hold hit.
A 12 will not hit. Seraph, what the dog do?
I've been talking this whole fucking time and my mic was turned off. Motherfucker! I'm like, why is no one saying anything? What the fuck? I don't even know what we're fighting, I'm gonna be completely honest. I can't see past the door.
So y'all had all seen the same undead that y'all had fought in the courtyard. There, when you opened the door, you saw that this room had those undead in the room.
But the light level doesn't let me see that. I can't see past the door. Well, I can't see past. I can see a little bit like of a sliver of light towards like
Yeah.
this door that's right
But-
here, but I can't see any of the room.
You're able to walk past fellow adventurers.
Don't want to step into a room and get ambushed. Don't know.
Bar.
Oh my
Supposed to
god.
Take the hits.
Listen, last time I took the hits, I almost fucking died, so I don't want to hear it.
Nara would not be upset if you threw her into the room. Then.
Yeah, but if I try to throw Nara, we'd both sit here eye rolling and not actually grab each other.
No, no. If I can accept to be thrown. I don't have.
The only one I can see is
Yeah.
this one. Far away. Why is this thing?
What thing?
Fucking the Discord activity thing, like the little thing that's on your right side. They took that away and now it's back again.
It was in beta and then now it's out of beta.
I don't know what I want to do. I mean, trying to shoot that guy. $20 to hit.
So 20's gonna hit him.
11 piercing.
All right. You tell Nara to duck and let off the bolt that flies across the room and strikes its target true. Anything else you would like to do your turn?
I don't know how to end. I'm just gonna preemptively just enter a normal ring. Not in there.
All right. So he goes into a
What was that?
rage.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright. Yep.
So that's going to be their turn. He's going to move the door. He's going to move here. He's going to move here and open this door. Which brings a new monster into the fray.
Oh yay!
Oh.
So the one in front of Nara is going to attack Nara. He's going to wing twice. For a 21 and a nat 20. Hello. There it goes. Alright, so 20 points of damage. As he comes down with two hands on his sword and slashes you across the chest. That is all. That's all they're doing. Zontera. So which one are you going after? The one that's right in front of Nara? Alright, so we are doing a dex saving throw. Are you dexterous? You are dexterous. The Sacred Flame, no damage on a save, right?
Damn true.
Alright. So, you send a beam of radiant light directly at this guy, and he's locked in dead combat with Nara, and their natural movements of jostling for position naturally moves him out of the way as the bolt goes flying past him. Anything else from Zontera?
It's a flame-like radiant didn't it? Excuse me.
Okay. You get all right. So either way, their natural jostling for position, it misses him. Okay. Okay.
We're good. We're good.
It's not a firebolt, sir.
I'm gonna show you the firebolt if you don't knock
The
it off.
ray of radiant energy, whatever you want to call it.
The ray of bullshit.
All right, Reyna. The one right in the door. A 19 will hit. You nail him right in the forehead with this bolt of blood, kind of spraying across his head, taking a chunk of the flesh away. He rolls his head back around and just looks past Nara right at you as they continue to jostle for position. Alright, Delvina is going to reposition. And she's going to attack this thing in the doorway with her short sword. Doesn't have a fighting stock. She's not. We're nat 20. And 23. So she does. Big 23 points of damage. She just lunges her short sword in and then just slices downwards, carving out a huge chunk of flesh from its chest as it still jostles for position with Nara. Which brings us to the jostling. Nara, it's your turn.
Are you not coming through?
Alright, Nara's typing out what they're doing. Nara's having some technical issues like this evening chat.
Love it when they're...
Hey, you get that on these big jobs. You bet your bippy.
Bet you sweet and bippy.
No, you're not. It's just basically he came up, slashed you, and then you're like jostling for position in a fight. So you're not pinned or restrained or anything like that. You're doing the fighter tango in the doorway. But Nora's like, well, we are now, as she rages and tries to grapple the guy.
Yeah, I did.
Raina shot a blood bolt over your shoulder and nailed him in the forehead. I think Raina just used their own blood. As many as you want to eat. Alright. Nara consumes 10 berries.
Nearby.
It's 1d4, correct, Sudak? Whirl.
Whirl.
Whirl. 1d4 for the
Whirl.
berries.
Yeah, 1d4.
Yep. 1d4.
And that's I just randomly heard other music on his own.
Huh?
The D&D the Roll20 music stuff, and if it did start playing again, I was just
Where's this other music that's overlaying my music coming from?
I remember the song being like this.
Ah, yes, Discord. The Discord is causing discourse.
That's your Sculling Dock.
Yes, it's 1d4.
Kind of good there.
All right. Consuming the berries is bonus action. Not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Coral.
Yeah, that's what we had.
Yep. Yep. Your berries are bonus
They're
action.
like potions.
Yep.
Hey, berries are you eating?
All of them.
Looks like 36.
That hurt.
Then very angry headbutt. All right, roll your attack.
That low one.
25 will hit. Bludgeoning. So you see Nara shove berries in her mouth and then just headbutt as she bites down on the berries. And the undead kind of staggers a moment and then regains his posturing. All right. And then that comes to the flock of unkindness.
Below, so I'm.
A 7 will miss.
That, I thought that was damage. Oh, okay.
So that's the attack, and then you click on attack to roll the damage.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
So it was a 7 to attack, which misses, and then if it would have hit, you would just clicked on attack, and then it rolls the damage. So
Gotcha.
they all swarm into this room and kind of just flap around the undead, going in for it, and his wooziness and everything from the headbutt. They keep missing on their dive attacks. But that brings us around to Somnus.
I'll go and throw my dagger at it. Oh, that's the wrong window. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, dagger, same thing that. Oh, I don't think that hits.
You throw your dagger, and he's woozing. It goes flying past him, and then returns to your hand, like a very fine-tuned yo-yo.
You'd have an idea to attach a rope to it and you walk away.
Oh Lord, I've given him ideas. He's gonna make a dagger yo-yo. Watch out, everyone. All right.
No.
All right, this first one is going to bite at the birds.
Oh god, they're gnolls.
One head bites, the other head bites. 17 and a 12.
That's it.
They do a total of 10 damage.
How do I track that on form?
Same way like you track your damage on yourself. They have a hit bar. They have a health ring.
Does not let me.
Hold on. Let's see. Where opinions. It says that you're able to edit.
Oh wait. Alright, reloading.
Okay.
No. No. I do not have the ability to go hit points. I could write it on a separate piece of paper.
That's weird because you have access to use edit and use that character sheet. So, and that token that's on the board is what's set them. Don't want to mess with them. Let me do this. See if you can mess with that one.
There we go. So it was 10 damage, right?
Yep.
Oh, 24.
And you can also just put
Got it.
minus 10 and it'll auto do the math. So if you just click on their health bubble and you just type in how much damage they lost, so minus whatever the number is, it'll auto populate. It'll auto do the math. All right, so you don't have to worry about that save for them because they are a special summons creature from the Fey Plains. They won't be diseased. However, there's still 2 more attacks coming after them. So another one bites for 16 and a 6. And then the other one for 13 and a 10. Looks like the 16 and the 10 are going to hit. Or the 16 and 13 will hit for another 12 points of damage. Leaving only 2 birds. that brings us to just so you can see. I'll move the birds back in a moment, just so you can see the guy that's underneath. Oh, I didn't realize I was muted this whole time. All right, just so you can see the birds are underneath. I've been talking. So when it comes to the damage, if you just type in minus whatever the damage is that was dealt into the bubble for health, it will automatically do the math for you.
Gotcha.
I've already applied the damage to him. I've moved them off to the side just for now, so Seraph can see the guy that was underneath them. There's 2 birds left flying. Seraph, it is your turn.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
There's still 2 left. I just moved them so that you could see the guy that they're on top of.
No. Very much almost dead.
Yep.
That's not. No, I'm just gonna attack the dude that's in the doorway.
All right, go for it.
Since he's in the choke point, fatal funnel. For an 18 to hit with a greatsword.
18 will hit.
Fucking Discord notification overlay my shit. 2 plus 11. 13.
Okay.
Overkill.
All right, let's see here. Guys.
He dies. Does he stay dead? If I remember correctly, those are the ones that keep standing up.
You cut him completely in half.
Perfect. I don't have to use this. I can. I'd have to step into like where Nara is in order to reach anybody else, correct? Or actually go into the room.
You'll actually have to go in the room to reach anybody else.
I'm just gonna stay right here. We're gonna fatal funnel them. Good. What? It's tactics. Make them come through the small doorway. They can't go anywhere else. We just take them out one by one.
Not wrong.
Fatal funnel. No reason to go in when we can bait them out.
All right.
I think you are a master of baiting.
I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Not a master. Got a lot of work to do.
That's what's up.
Out of the doorway so I can see the guys. I can step into the 2 birds. All right. This one's gonna take and 1 attack at the 2 birds. 1 attack on Nara. He's gonna miss both times. The other guy. All right, let's see here. Who is he going to attack? Okay. Shoots 3 arrows at Ghost. 1 hits him. And that comes to Zon's turn.
Take your time.
All right, everyone's except for the birds are doing good from what I'm seeing. I think the most hurt one, you and Nara are about half, a little over half health.
I just wanted to verify. Say the light. No. Yeah, we'll just do.
Because this guy, yeah, both will miss. They hit, 2 bolts hit on either side of the doorway. Tight space to shoot a Eldritch Blast through. Reyna.
Fox.
Lot of N. The door. The lot of N. Highway. Let's go ahead and cast. Oh.
Blood boil. Let's see. Con save from the big guy. One, 2, 3 con saves. Alright. 2 of the dogs fell. The big guy saves, and one of the death dogs saves.
Anyone that failed. Free necrotic and
All right. Dell's going to catch notice of the one that coming up from behind, switch to her longbow, fire off 2-shot, 2 nat 20s.
Damn.
Damn, that hurts. Oh my god, big damage on it. And Ghost is going to move on this guy. Now Ghost is going to attack. Alright. A bite. And he bites it in half. And that comes to Nara. Nara's going into a rage and then headbutting.
Ready for my food. Yeah. Take you out.
All right. 19 hits. Nara's just sitting here thinking with her head, trying to make her voice work again. She nails him and eyes water up. All right. Omnis.
Okay. For certain spells, are we gonna be are we using spell components for like all spells or only certain spells?
Do you have a spell focus?
Oh wait, I do. Wait, that negates that, doesn't it? Right?
The only time that if you have an item that allows you to use a spell focus, which you do, then the only time that you'll need spell components is if you're ritually casting a spell.
Gotcha. Okay. Would is the current undead that's in front of Nara large or smaller? In terms of size.
They are medium size.
Oh wait, I'm 5th level. Ah, wait, I forgot about this. Okay. I'm actually gonna cast the dude in front and the beast behind it.
All right.
And the first dude.
That's a miss.
Okay, now on the beast.
20
20
will
will?
hit.
I didn't do that right at all. God damn it.
Big damage,
damage.
baby.
I think. Yeah, no. Damn it.
So you cast it, and as it goes, and it's you send one bolt of Eldritch energy and towards them, and it splits at the last second. Most of it stays behind. Most of that energy stays behind with the one at the bit targeted towards the medium-sized guy, and it kind of falls off to the wayside, misses him. And the tiny wisp of energy that broke off nails the dog. It yelps a little bit and stares out where the bolt came from and growls.
All right.
All right, now for the ravens. All two ravens.
Wait, no, they can't. They'll broke opportunity. Oh, wait, they could. Can they? Can the raven? Some more ravens take the disengage action?
Yes, they can use their action to disengage, but they will not have any other action.
Oh, they're gonna do then.
All right. Well, what the dogs do?
What are they doing? Or Timba.
Those dogs. They're pulling a Nara.
Oh god damn it.
Damn it, Nara. Why did you get it out of you?
And that's all they're doing. Seraph,
Yeah.
Left.
it is your turn.
Back in the door, so using the same tactic here. Yeah, you know, that's not gonna hit. Again, that'll hit though.
26 will hit.
14.
You reach in and just stab him right through the side. He still stands though.
Everything.
That's coming around to his turn.
Dogs.
He's going to try to hit you. There for an 8, that will miss. He'll swing at Nara for a 10, that misses. That is Zon's turn.
Puppy dog. I'll just pass.
Both attacks will hit.
Force for the.
Stance.
Assuming that's not enough to. 9. I get a card?
And he dies. Do I deal cards for Zontera?
Last time she critted because you gave flies.
Yes. That's right, because Wise was controlling her. There you go. That comes around to Reyna.
Puppy dog. Want to blood boil. Any puppy dog that want their blood boiled.
One takes 1, 2, 3, 4. All but one fell.
Product and fire. Absolute garbage on my fire roll.
And then it's half damage for save. Half 6, 8. All right. Comes around to Dell. We'll come over here. is not going to favorite enemy on this. She'll shoot twice at the first one. Okay, both of her attacks will hit. First one, you'll get that, and the second one is that. Now, Ghost going to fight the first one, which will hit him. That will drop him. Comes over to the other one and does his 2 claws. Both hit. And that will drop that one. Brings us out of battle. Alright, give me one moment, gang. I have to use the restroom. Okay. I'm back. What are we doing?
Down this way. Looting, I think. I mean, probably.
Way to try something for the first time. That one's done. That one's almost done.
Oh. No, you don't.
Question mark.
I didn't math properly. We're not going to talk about it.
Math not worked.
Pulls out therapist chair.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
Talk about that. Will it
Okay.
pancake? Talk about that.
Alright, so our rages are going to drop. Alright, the board is yours to explore. So, looking into this building, it is what a safe, what you can make out to be a guard's barracks. There's regalia on the walls, several messy bunks, foot locker type things, clothing hanging from the bunks.
Oh. We got a locked door over here.
Raina, you can that door has like barred windows on it, and you can look in and see that it is the door into the armory itself.
In the armory?
Yes, there are weapons on weapons racks.
Sellables.
Oh.
Sellables! They need monies! They have no monies!
That's a your problem.
Man, I hope there's nothing in this darkness.
Take her. Is gonna see her pull out that long sword that she has. And she never. And sticks it into the lock and tries to pry it open.
Roll me a 1d20 luck check.
Oh no. Oof. You're gonna like shatter the lock or something. I must still be locked.
16! It's a +1 longsword, so the longsword's not gonna break.
So
Oh, it's not
You-
the lock.
you jostle the sword in there, and the door does not move, and your sword can't get good enough leverage to get it pried open. You do see that the door does have a keyhole on it.
Artisan.
Can I see this
Can
Lock.
I see?
stuff going on?
Do what?
Am I able to see this lock stuff going on?
Yes.
Should I try and scoop in there and like do a little thievery to it? I think I still have them, do I? Yeah, I have a thieves tool.
Not handy.
Um. $23?
You hear a click, and you're able to open the door.
Open it. I'll be it cautiously.
And it's just gonna start
All
pulling
right.
stuff.
So this first rack is a rack of short swords. The second rack is a rack of long swords. The rack in the back is a rack of great swords. This rack is a rack of pikes. This one is shields, and then this one is bows. If you want to go through the racks, I need to know what rack you're going for, and then a 1d20.
Brenna's going through all the racks, just throwing everything. All
Oh,
that
no.
appear for.
Let me have to grab Nara.
Nah, she's fine.
I like to go through the shield rack.
Like I said, let me know what rack you're going through, and then roll a 1d20 to go with it.
Okay.
Going-
Even if you are stuffing your bag full of shit.
7 for the short sword.
All right. You find a regular short sword. Shields, roll a 1d20. You did. You rolled an 11. You find a +1 shield.
Hey. Be good.
Long sword.
You find a regular longsword. The racks are full of regular long swords. Same thing with the short swords.
Oh,
You
Rena's just grabbing as many. Oh,
all right? You got 3 short swords, 3 long swords. Somnus, you found one shield that stood out amongst the 3 that were there that ended up being a +1 shield. There's
Right.
2 normal shields that are there.
ours.
Yep.
Oh.
Hello. There you are. All right, so
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Hi.
So you were searching a rack full of great swords. You find 3 regular great swords.
I find 3 great swords.
Yep.
Great.
All right. You find 3. You find 1 longbow and 2 short bows. Just regular.
Longbow one.
One short bow, 1 longbow, 2 short bows. And then there's just this rack that y'all haven't searched. 13. You find 1 +1 pike, and then 2 regular pikes.
So I'm gonna Nara pick up all the extra. Or they just
I just grabbed. I found one. That was it.
So there's still 2 regular shields on Somnus's rack. Nara, did you take either of those, any of those great swords?
I took all 3 of the great swords.
You took all 3? Alright, so Nara took all 3. So the weapons racks are empty.
armor.
It's just decorative. They're just like,
They noble deck.
no, just decorative. It looks like it's just suits of armor that are like forge welded together so they don't come apart. They're just there. Close. Close.
They could go into
Is
the
there anything
brick
underneath
fourth
the
wall.
bed?
That'd be hilarious.
That's bunnies.
Person. Instead of me. Dust bunnies.
What's up,
Next
Somnus?
I'm gonna have an army. Pardon?
Were you wanting to look for anything? You were just up in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. See if there's anything here of value or whatever. So I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh, I'll help out.
Oh, it's such small light writing.
You find bowls of water, dog kibble, and dog bedding.
I take the dog kibble for no apparent reason.
Okay,
Definitely.
You have a pound of dog kibble.
Let's go.
Gonna
No.
There's squeaky ball in here.
No.
Unfortunate.
Dude. Also, I suddenly have an 18 armor class.
Oh, you have you're 18.
That's a
So you walk up, you notice that this windows, there's bars on the outside, there's bars on the inside, and then there's glass in the middle.
telling me I can see inside.
Yes.
What do I need to do here? Why is it being so dumb?
I see the door. Does it look like it's barred and locked?
Give me an investigation check. So
I found an open window.
there is like kind of frost on the panel of glass, so it's hard to really make out the details of the door from where you're standing.
Fading away. That's a big Venice. Back in.
What is that?
My version.
Oh.
Dimension door.
You're trying to do that into the room?
And I can see inside.
Like mist.
It's like a form of mist that but it's blood based and it hurts.
Does it take a spell? Spicy or reset? Funny.
Give me 1d20.
The DM doesn't want you to go and do spells for fun things. They just randomly teleport you to another room.
So you see in and you try to visualize yourself going into that room, and when you come out of your bloody dimension, you are not in the room that you were trying to get into. You don't know where the hell you just went to.
I can see out the windows. Form a dimension door doesn't work.
Hi, what's up? What? Huh? Okay.
Okay. Where are we going now? Who's doing what?
I'm going through this empty window. Open window I found.
Which one?
This one over here.
Ing. Okay, you went through the window. You find yourself in a long hallway with bracers ever so often and black marble flooring.
No one else is here. Save that pathway for later.
Raina, as you look around, you note that there's vegetables and
Oh,
canned fruit and whatnot on the shelves within this room. Lots of food and everything to make you suspect that you're in a pantry. You stay right there.
the doorway has betrayed me.
This is gonna be a party wait because we're all split up.
So you walk into this door, and it's very fine wood flooring. There is a stairway that goes up either side of this room that you're in to a second floor that you can see. You see two of the undead humanoid creatures that you've encountered standing unmotionless with their heads down, holding weapons on either side of the door that's right here. Nothing happened when y'all walked through the door. They're still in the same position, heads down, swords in their hands. Kind of like the ones that were outside of the door that y'all just walked through when you first encountered them.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if our presence make them wake up?
Go for it.
Also, another thing, lighting is heavily glitched. I cannot see interior.
Oh, it's a fun time.
Pitch black darkness.
Not pitch black. I can see. Wonderful.
All right, you,
Oh, I can't.
look, token.
Got a 12.
Second, while I look at the dynamic lighting from the map.
It's on this token.
How do I look at it? Was what, Shift P for the player?
L.
L.
Edit. Definitely.
All right. You think you can figure that out for me? All right. I Shift L and it's. All right. So you take into account how the ones that you dealt with outside the door interacted with you. You note that when you remember that when you came within like 10 or 15 feet of them is when they animated and took up defensive positions. They were standing in the same posture that you see the ones on the other side of the room by this door are standing. So you can safely assume, based off the knowledge you've had from the ones that you've already taken out, that were in the same way, if they're kind of in a stasis alert period where like they're not going to attack you the moment you walk in the room, but when you come within a threat range is when they'll react.
Alright. Okay.
Question
Nara's
is,
in the room with me, right?
have dark vision.
Yes.
Grace have.
I do not think.
No.
We're talking about
Yeah,
Somnus.
your dynamic lighting is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why there's light in this
can't-
room.
It's because down like
If play dynamic.
when I'm on the lights.
Oops. Made over to Nara. Nara. Not get within character. Wait. Nara, you can hear me, right?
Oh, whoops.
Window.
We're not going to talk about that.
Light.
You see nothing. Okay. There we are. Who's doing what?
I am exploring. Careful.
All right, you're going upstairs. All right, you stop. You can stop right there. Good to you in a moment. Raina? Squirrel or Jep?
Yeah, make sure you're looking deep. Back real fast.
Okay. Alright, we have lost the Lulu for the night due to internet issues. So, Sarah, if you're going to go back outside.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out why my food is.
Alright, stick with the party.
Nope.
I said you're just going to stick with the party?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why the fuck it isn't here yet.
Alright, so, Raina, you open the door into a snow-covered little garden / crop field. Opening this door leads you into a kitchen area. And this leads you open the door and you find a long black hall with black marble flooring.
Nope, 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 nope. Wait, I'm about to say. Nope.
So, alright, so you open that door and you saw a dining room and there were two sitting at the table, not moving. The other room you saw... Yeah, you close that door real fast. The other room you saw a series of bunk beds and two in that room, but they were laying in the beds.
No, and I closed the door immediately and walked.
When you come back into the pantry, you heard a knock on the window.
Kind of
You see Nara kind of gesture that, like, indicating, like, people walking upstairs.
Unlike Nara, Rana is not going through windows.
So, you go through there, and it's a long hallway with black marble flooring. You open that door to an empty room with beds and a small writing desk. Oh, everyone else is going upstairs.
How does the things now?
Nope. Oh, I see here.
Very, yeah, with the top right corner, there's
Nope, yep, I got it. Come over here and fix this floor. Going up to this floor are... Let's see here. We have Nara coming up here. We have Seraph coming up here. We have Dawn coming up to this floor. We have Elvina, Ghost, we have Somnus, and we have here.
Oh god, what in the Minecraft is? Ooh, I'm looking away.
Also, drink.
Well, because Zon came up here with them, and you control Zon. Let me see if I can. Gotcha. Yep, because you're controlling two characters anyway. Connect as a co-DM.
Alright, fine with that.
All right.
So am I. I've been waiting for this like an hour.
So you make your way up to up the stairs, and then there is a little archway where there's red carpeting. You walk into a grand hall room where you are now. You see what you see is on the map. You see finely carved pillars, dark wood floors, red carpet on top of the wood flooring.
This tube and board. I think listen at the store, see if there's anything behind it.
Give me an investigation check.
19.
You hear subtle moaning and the dragging of feet from the other side of the door.
Turn around, I'm gonna try and listen at the other one.
Another investigation check.
11.
Hear the same thing on the other side of this door.
Not go this way.
Okay then.
A horror game.
This is making me think. Y'all know the in Minecraft that manor you get to after like traveling a certain distance.
Uh-huh.
All the villagers. This is that. I'm half expecting a bunch of weird bald men to come around the corner with axes. Do I notice anything off the place so far?
No, it's very well kept and cleaned. Fine art pieces are align the wall.
That'd be
Very, very homey feeling. Like almost like this is more of like the relaxation area. Blech, I can't English.
Oh God, more.
Flip this way. Instructor? Name that quote and where that came from.
Wait, actually, can I? Is there key? Is there a keyhole on this door?
Yes.
Is there? Can I see any light coming?
Yes.
I'm gonna do a peep and Tom and take a little look through the keyhole.
New perception.
Oh,
You've been down to look through, and you can't really get a good angle to get a clear view through the keyhole. All right. Squirrel is roaming around. Squirrel, what you doing over with Reyna?
already nuts.
Okay.
Put myself on my own.
Gotcha. Which, I mean, the lighting on this should be this.
On
'Cause
what?
it's daytime and there's many of finely lit torches.
Yeah, I'm just way around. Trying to look.
Okay. Somnus, we come back up to the second floor with you.
What?
Back to you.
Oh yeah. We'll look over to Seraph. Seraph.
I don't know. I haven't
Similar
really been
words.
paying attention. Kind of zoned out. Why?
I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm a little used to Nara going forwards and just
Or rent it.
or Rena, yeah. A peek through the door, like, nudge it open.
Okay. All right, you open the door and you immediately clock several of these undead-looking soldiers, and they all stop what they're doing, rummaging through papers and whatnot, and all turn and look at you standing in the doorway. Everyone on the second floor, roll initiative.
Trying to eat my-
You said open the door.
I did not say open the fucking door. Rick, I'm trying to eat. Not being fucking Nara and opening.
Frosty.
Ugh.
All right, we started at the top of the turn order with Zontera. All right, your first one will hit, the second one misses.
Bone temp.
He gets blown backwards, and the couch stops his momentum backwards. Almost tabletops him onto the couch. He's going to stand back up. Okay. So, these are a little bit smarter than the other ones that you fought thus far. And there's a bunch in this room. One of them's going to attack for this whole group. The whole group that has eyes on Somnus. A 16 and a 17.
Both miss.
Okay. You see 15 arrows come flying at you, and you quickly hold up your shield and block the wave of arrows fired at you. It's alright, guys, I got this!
The fuck?
Just holding up the shield, blocking the doors, you just hear ting ding ting ding ting ding 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 ting ding 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 ding. Arrows just falling at his feet.
Was it? It's like I think the like 200 or something, where the dude just like gets layered with arrows.
Yeah.
That's 300. Don't get it.
300.
Don't fucking disrespect it, you prick.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Alright, that one's going to do that. Alright, that comes up to Telvina.
Glad I got the shield.
So, clearly they're not coming to the door this time. Are we going in this time?
Yep.
Right, Ghost with me. She's gonna walk in, immediately 3 arrows come at her. They're not gonna hit her. For shits and giggles, we're gonna roll see if he manages to land one on her. Nope, he misses all 3 shots. Yes. Ghost is gonna squeeze his fat ass into the room. Alright, she's gonna turn at the one that just shot at her and shoot at him. She will hit.
Oh, good.
Not that much, but it's got some spice to it. I ordered the medium, thinking, it'll
All
be
right,
fine.
and then Ghost is going to make his attacks on this. Actually, no. No. Ghost is going to do something else instead.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh. This. No.
Whew.
Ah, here we are. Cone.
That's the one. The warrant.
Alright, he's going to kind of kill those three guys.
What about that? I heard,
He's
like,
going to hit all three.
That's because I themselves.
All going to take 27. All failed their saves. And that will be their turns. That comes to Somnus.
Okay. Could I do a little something funky?
Alright, tell me what you want to try to do, and then I'll tell you if you can or not.
Could I cast Thorn Whip, have it wrap around the blade of my dagger returning, and basically do the same actions as the normal Thorn Whip with the added damage of my dagger being flung at them with it?
Give me give me an Arcana, because it is a Thorn Whip is a spell, correct?
Yes.
Alright, give me an Arcana check.
19.
Alright, you were able to do it.
I'm sensing a butt.
What is the range on it?
Thorn Whip has a range of 30 feet.
Alright, so you can hit a target up to 30 feet. You will make an attack with... You can make an attack roll with the Thorn Whip, and you'll have to make an attack roll with the dagger to see if the dagger is able to hit. It's tied to the end.
Alright, first off, I need to make sure. That's what? To the dude. Okay. Yep.
So the Thorn Whip will miss. Now see if you can get him with the dagger that's tied to the end. The dagger will hit.
Like, oh.
Or piercing.
No, don't you be trying to come
Alright,
over
it
here.
returns to you.
Stop it.
And the whip dissipates. And it's a cantrip. Alright, so you hold the dagger in your hand and you cast the spell with the dagger in your hand. The end of the vine wraps around the handle and you launch it out towards the guy. The whip misses, but you catch him with the tip of the dagger as it slices him, and then the dagger returns to you and the whip dissipates. Anything else from Somnus?
That should be it.
Stop. There's a few of them. I'm about to burn my last rage, so I haven't even pressed it.
All right, you go into a rage.
I can't. How hot it is.
Pull out the Drunken Master feat.
What?
Belly of fire.
That's a Drunken. I said Drunken Master feat, and it's actually a subclass.
Would I even be able to hit any of them with a range attack? I don't have any moves. Actually, no, wait, I do. I've got 15 more. I forgot. I got 45 now instead of 50. Really? Right. Oh, yeah. Couple of them. Got 4. Try and throw one at him.
All right. It
You're really gonna do this again? I
goes
can't.
right past his head.
There.
You hit him with that second one. He moves out of the way of the first one, goes to laugh, and you nail him right in the jaw.
11. Did decide that the rage was included on this last time we did.
All right, let's see here. I can't roll for shit for these guys tonight. All right, he goes down and suffocates on the javelin. Anything else
It's
from the
just
dog?
okay. Oh, good one. Oh, that's it.
All right, that's gonna come to Nara.
It is very tasty, but damn, I did not expect it.
On this shit. Whoa.
It's really tasty. Like, medium ain't shit. Not medium shit, bro. That got some kick.
All right, Nara's gonna run in. She's gonna use her action to dash in. I don't know. Nope.
That's what's rough about playing someone.
All right, there's her. All right, she's gonna use her action to dash into the room, and she's gonna stop right up next to this guy. And that will be her turn because she has nothing. Oh, she's gonna bonus action rage. Use her last rage. All right. Now it's the bird's turn.
Herbs.
Okay.
Herb.
I'm getting them drawn. That's all they're gonna be doing.
That was fun. Again.
Baho quivers in fear.
Ain't like stupid hot where you like not enjoyable.
Okay, so
Not a nice burn. It's got a nice kick.
the last two birds fly into the room.
Yes.
Okay. Done. Way around.
Guard.
Which one are you going after? This one. All right. The 19 will hit. Like before, as it comes, it splits, and the majority of it smashes into the wall behind him, and the small sliver hits him. He does get pushed from that small sliver, correct? All right, it pushes him back into the wall. And we will give him... He slams into the wall and takes an additional 10 points of damage. Anything from Zon? Anything else from Zon? All right. That comes around to the undead. This one will move up there. That one's going to move there. This one is going to move here. All right. There's going to be 2 attacks on Zon. Both will miss. Or not on... Well, yeah, on Zon. 2 attacks on Nara. One will hit 5 points.
Suitable application.
2 are going to attack Ghost. 1 attack will hit. 11. How unlucky for this one. He's going to shoot 3 arrows. It's on. All 3 arrows will miss. Not Zon, but Dell. Then it comes to Dell's turn. Someone give me a 1d20.
Wow,
was meant to be.
18 was in the cards. So, she holds up her staff, and you see snowflakes begin to swirl around it. And she will cast a spell, a specialty spell of hers. Everyone now is replenished as if they've just taken a long rest.
Oh. Everybody in the...
Yeah, everyone on the 2nd floor.
So just basically
Oh, lovely.
quick long rest.
Everyone, yeah.
Wait, does that include
Right.
the...
Yes.
So, do they go back up to full, as in the missing ravings regenerate back into existence, or...
Yes. This is Winter Court magic.
Oh, so...
And that is Dell's turn, so it comes to Somnus.
Since Action. Okay. Other round 15. Shuffle on over to this. Take a swing with my I'm gonna take a swing with my
24 will
24
hit.
to hit. 5 pierce.
You and stab him in the shoulder for 5 points of damage. He just looks at you, cocks his head sideways. Would man stab me? I'll stab him back.
No. Splash him and jiggle my shield from him.
All right, Seraph.
Hi. Ugh. Fucking around and finding let's see. Pop the crows out, why not?
Make sure you hit
What?
long rest.
Why?
There was Winter Court Delvina used Winter Court magic, and everyone got the blessing in the Winter Court and received a full rest.
I was very much not paying attention.
I could tell when I saw that your health was still down. I was like,
I was not paying attention. I'm scrolling through Halo stuff. Question: do I want to go for a crush or? You never let me down. That's right, baby.
25 will hit.
15.
You slash into him nice and deep, but he still stands.
Come on, round 2. Don't fail me now. Yeah!
Matt?
Yes! Fuck yeah!
With your blade still in him.
Oh, you
No,
finally
this
got
ends
that-
now. And then just forced the blade completely through him, and he splits in half with a spurt of blood and goo.
One of my only combat 20.
Well, only took 2 years.
Suck my.
Hey, look! Seraph didn't have a kill stolen from him.
That's right. That's my second kill this game, and it wasn't stolen.
Wait, actually?
You notice when
Yes.
he doesn't have kill stolen from him, he actually hits. He can actually finish monsters off, and they're not stolen from him. But if he gets a steal from, if they're stolen from him, he does terrible on the dice.
Yep, I rolled like straight garbage.
All right. Anything else from the dog?
No, I'm happy with that.
All right. Nara is gonna do Nara things over here with this guy. I'm gonna look at her crazy build that she has here. All right, she is going to. You know what? Someone roll me a 1d20. Let's see if anything happens with her. Okay, nothing will happen. she is going to. Sheet is so confusing here. Alright, she's going to punch this guy in Divine Fury him.
Nice.
It's him. She's going. You just see her hands begin to glow in a radiant energy, and guy just fucking explodes. All right. You come over to this one. All right, the swarm of ravens.
Murder a raven.
Oh shit.
The swarm of unkindness.
I know. Oh. What happened then?
Oh God.
Looking at him.
No.
Oh, what was shoot first? Or is that? Oh yeah.
They miss.
He did a flat 7 to hit. Something. I got a 7.
Oh, you just rolling on it.
Yeah, you're rolling bad for them. You rolled a 3 plus 4. All right, so they all missed there. Ah, birds, birds, birds. He's dip, duck, dive, dodging, and dodging. Dontera. She goes to cast the first one, and it fizzles out in her hand as the DM deck grows ever stronger. But the second one will hit the guy. Yeah. Push back direction. It's his turn. Alright, these guys. First one is going to attack Somnus because he attacked him. A 10 and a 23.
God. The 23 hits.
Alright, there's an attack against Dar, an attack against Ghost. And then 1, 2, 3 arrows at the birds. So, first Somnus, you take 7 slashing. Ghost will take 4 slashing. She gets missed. The birds will get hit all 3 times.
Again.
They get hit for 16 points of damage.
Okay.
He shoots out 16 birds out of the 16 ravens out of the swarm.
What the hell?
What is happening?
When it comes to Delvina, Delvina's going to come up with her short sword and attack twice. Both will hit. Ghost is going to fight one and miss, and then Do claw attacks on the other one and hit. Alright, that comes back to Somnus.
Hold on one sec. I'm trying to
Stand
look for
still so I can hit you.
this- I'm minusing the 16 right. The hell?
Oh god. Alright, let me do this. There you go. What the scarecrow won't do.
We're gonna think. Oh, this one's not.
Oh god. Where'd your hit points go?
Put that. I'm just gonna wing it. Wild guess that's not gonna hit.
And a 9 will miss him. Ah, you missed.
I know. What about it?
Seraph.
Hi.
What the dog do?
Oh. Over here. Do I get advantage?
You are
This
gonna
flank-
have it advantage for flanking.
Let's finish the job here. 26.
26 will hit.
19.
He drops.
Better stay down. Again.
Don't move.
I'm moving.
No, I'm talking about. You're like, don't move.
Better stay down there. Don't get up.
All right, you dropped. You cut him in two.
Damn, I'm slicing everybody in half tonight. I'm down with that. Okay, cause I'm going. That's sturdy. Do I still get advantage or no?
Yes, flanking again.
28,
Will hit.
14.
You run up and just slash him across the back. Ah! And maybe he still stands.
All right, moving on.
All right, Nara, come over here.
Uh-oh.
He's going to punch the thing. He's going to miss the thing. Doesn't have. You not have 2 attacks?
I thought you did, man. Did like 2 or 3.
Those are offhand bonus action.
All right. Yep. All right. She's going to offhand and hit him, and she's gonna. You see him explode in radiant energy. Birds. What do the 8 ravens do?
Do this guy. I don't have any worthwhile. Yeah, I don't have any spells at the. That's less than. Yeah, they're gonna go for some more attacks on it. What? The beans.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're going to Vegas.
7.
Hey man.
Hold on. I'm just gonna do it one more time just for shits and giggles.
No.
Okay.
No.
It just
You're just they're having terrible dice rolls tonight.
Listen. Next time it'll be a 7 too, so don't worry.
Oh my god.
Alright, Zontera.
I'm gonna go. I can grab some first.
Okay. They saved. Alright, he's going to drop the bow, pull his sword, and attack the birds. Hits the birds once. There's one raven left. Delvina, she's going to come here, pull her bow. Fire 2 arrows. Nail this sucker twice. Ghost is going. Just gonna get here. He's gonna make his 2 attacks. Bite. 2 claws. Everything's hitting. 2 birds.
Yeah, oh my god, my ravens. What happened?
He pulled a sword and started slicing and dicing. And he drops the last guy, which takes us out of Alright, so now that the fighting has subsided, you take a moment to gather yourself and look around the room. You see that this is a very large room, very finely decorated, very fine quality pieces of furniture, royal portraits of the king, the crown family hang on the walls. So you can assume that this is the chambers of the whoever is sitting on the throne of the kingdom.
Badger.
Huh?
I moved my token and I see something. I think it's the other door that the fucking scarecrow knocked on and decided not to go in.
Oh, yeah.
I can see them.
Oh, you can see through the windows, yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. You walk into a very fine bathroom and toilet. Yes, this is a bed.
That is so dead for. nothing noteworthy in this room.
Okay, you can, if you want to stop her where you came into that room. I'll discuss what Raina walked in on in just a moment.
So,
Oh no, Rena's probably.
Oh
Probably.
no.
You step away for the restroom. Let everyone take a quick 5 restroom break and all that.
The fact that I don't have any spell slots. All that.
Oh no.
We're fucked.
All right. Do I have Raina here? All right. So, when you walk into this room, you see these undead soldiers that you've been fighting. These guys have their swords, both hands on the hilt, with the tip pointing down in the ground, and they're standing there with their heads bowed, not moving at all.
Okay, and what about these over here?
You see, those are bodies that are laying on the ground, half rotted. So, right here, you do notice a very fine, very ornate, decorative gold door, and you see a kind of rainbow-like shimmer to it. You see bookshelves in this room that have books lined top to bottom. A very fine desk at the other end of the room with various sorts of parchments sprawled out across it, with a stack of papers and what looks to be like an outbox type thing. Looking up upon the door, you do note that there's arcane magic to this door. Almost like a magic that is protective in nature. And it, from your 17, you think back on protective magics and how they work. There's magics out there that operate in a sense that they act as like a force barrier to deflect attacks and whatnot. Others act as like a security system that makes it impenetrable to magics of any sort, and can only be accessed through whatever it's protecting. Can only be accessed through mechanical means. Just general application usages that this could be. From all the different types, you can assume that this is probably the second one. That this is preventing any. This keeps this room protected from any sorts of magic to be used upon it, and can only be accessed through mechanical means. You do note that there is a large padlock on this door, this golden door, with a keyhole on it. Give me an investigation check. Alright. Rummaging through the desk, you find notes and reports on experimentations taking place in the lab. It's on the third floor of the keep by the court mage. You note that due to recent rumblings and everything, that there were 2 keys to 2 separate rooms on the first floor that have been relocated to the lab for safekeeping, as to keep them out of the hands of those who wish to gain access to the treasury and to what lies beneath the keep that those who are not worthy should never know about.
Okay.
You what? Yes. You see that same magical shimmer on this door as you did in the study. You do see that these 2 undead soldiers, they're in the same posture as the ones that are in this room with you. Head down, no movement, no life seems to be within them.
Hey, I didn't get attacked. Party up.
All right. So you ascend the stairs and come out.
I haven't gone up the stairs.
Oh,
Oh, I
Well,
said
look up the
continue
stairs,
with the
asshole.
party upstairs. I'm not gonna take the time that she's been doing all that down there. Your fight was long gone already. Frame shit.
all right. So we come back up to the party upstairs. Domnus, what are you doing?
Sorry, I my mic muted.
All good.
I'm looking for items of something.
So you see several pieces of parchment sprawled about this desk right here. There is a small chest in the back of the room, or behind the desk, that is locked. Everything else is very fine, ornate decorations within the room. Very fine, lavish decorations. So forth.
I'd like to take a look at those parchments.
Alright, give me an investigation.
Uh,
Looking over them, you find general reports of troop movement, general reports of undead armies attacking, general battle plans, and nothing more that would pique your interest. Just general daily upkeeps of the kingdom and so on and so forth. Just a lot of mundane royalty duties.
Best, I guess. Unlock it. Okay, roll 20.
You tinker with this box, and you can't seem to bypass the lock on it.
Surf. Surf! Help a bit! Skeletal dog. He's not.
How little
God.
I'm listening right now.
Ding ding.
Bro, I am not in a D&D mode.
I got you.
You know what?
Character's asking, Pesto.
Punch it.
I'm gonna cry.
That'd be fucking
Sounds funny.
hilarious. Is it a sturdy lock or could it be broken off?
Give an investigation on the lock.
I expected nothing less.
It looks like a normal everyday lock. Doesn't look like high tier quality, just a normal mundane everyday lock.
Break it off. They... Huh?
Fish strike, backwood.
Yeah, it would be. Trying to use weapon, but like I don't want to break the check because I don't want my weapon large. Got too much surface area.
It's a small enough lock where you can get good leverage on it to try to.
Oh,
Right.
I could like stick the sword between like a padlock, right?
Yes.
Large enough to like stick a sword through and like prop it up against the chest and try and just break the shackle off.
Yes.
What do you want from me?
Rank check.
Wait, Discord, no.
All right,
Oh,
you
that
made.
was the wrong thing. Or was that the right thing? I said
No. Athletics. You still managed to open the lock.
I'm surprised. Would you stop DMing me? Holy fuck, I can't see what I'm doing. There you go. Have fun with your check.
All right. 1d12.
Ben,
Happening?
gonna roll a d12 or not?
Oh, oh, sorry. I was just finding something. 4.
You find 9 gold pieces, 7 silver pieces, and 6 copper pieces. You
Full
also
numbers.
find a set of keys and a book with the like a journal of sorts with the word paper journal with the words reports from the lab scribbled across it.
First off, how many of those monies, those numbers flew right over my head?
9 gold pieces, 7 silver pieces, and 6 copper pieces.
So a set of so a key ring.
A key ring with 1 key on it, and a paper journal that says lab reports or reports from the lab on it, something along those lines.
Right in this.
Do I get to roll one as well or no?
Yes.
God damn.
What the fuck? Hey.
All right. So you find 2 wooden tubes with a very fine wood tubes with granite caps on a granite cap on the end of one and a marble cap on the end of the other. The granite cap has the etching of a warrior in it, while the marble one has the etching of a priest on it. And then if you want to put in the notes, it is a first level cleric spell and a first level paladin spell.
Oh, is that what that thing?
Yes. That way, when you get them evaluated or whatever later, I know what to be looking at.
So that's a scroll then.
Yes, it's two wood capsules, and inside there's scrolls. There's one is a scroll for a first level cleric spell, and the other one's a first level paladin spell.
Oh. Both. On first. If there's spell scrolls, you have to use them. Yes.
Was there anything else in the chest with that? All that I.
That's all that you pulled from the chest.
Okay.
She finds a case containing a small viola and a worn-out drum.
Blood runes.
If someone wants to roll a 1d12 for Elvina. She finds nothing else in the chest. Alright. Oh. Yeah. I got to roll for Nara. I just rolled for her. She found nothing. All right. And Reyna's token is on the second floor whenever ready to come up to the second floor. It'll be at the bottom of the map, just so you know, Mal. All right. Who's doing what?
Ain't doing much of anything.
That
All right. You start reading through it. You go to. You find that it starts back when apparently the undead began to raid the kingdom. It reports that the specimens that had been captured are undergoing experimentation as requested by Your Majesty in the third floor lab. There's much uncertainty as to what these beings are, both undead and living at the same time. We've never seen anything like this. Hopefully we'll have more answers in the coming days. You go to the next report, and it reads that we've received the new shipment of these new monstrosities that were captured. I've never seen anything like this. It's as though they were merged. They were living beings that were experimented on and merged with undead beings to make them stronger. One can think that this is a scary discovery if this is how these monstrosities were made. You flip to the next one, and you find a full detailed diagram and breakdown of these undead soldiers that you've been fighting. They are made up of undead. They're mixed between undead living beings and machinery. You have a full blueprint of what is undead flesh, what is living flesh, and what is machinery flesh. And a suggestion that whatever these are, they were designed with the sole purpose to withstand cold elements. I believe from this, it is an army specifically designed to lay siege to that which we are sworn to protect. Maybe you should notify her of this shocking discovery, and perhaps she will send aid. And that is where the entries end.
Yeah. I'm a. Yeah. I'm gonna start relaying. I'm gonna start relaying some of that information. Party members, more specifically the undead, what they are, and the fact that careful of the surf.
God, you dumb. What are we doing?
Master Somnus has suggested that we go and check out this lab that's reported to be on the 3rd floor.
Do it. We're gonna kill some more stuff with that.
Careful though.
Why?
These notes said that there were amalgam.
No, we're killing
Yes.
experimentations.
Apparently, they were capturing these undead, and she gestures to the undead soldiers laying on the ground, trying to discover what they were, where they came from, and they were running these experiments upstairs.
Nara.
I feel like we should continue to this kind of fight with a full party.
Yeah.
I want her to actually be right.
Alright, if everyone wants to wait, then we will call the session there.
Doug, go get.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, gang, that's where we're going to call the game here. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us for this session of From Beyond the Void. Anything you missed, you can check it out. Head over to the YouTube channel. All of the videos are uploaded within 24 to 72 hours over on the YouTube channel, so you can catch up with all the action and content from this D&D session, as well as all of our past sessions. When we join the party next, they will be making their way up to the 3rd floor lab. What evils and monstrosities await them in the lab? Tune in next time we play to find out. Until next time, we'll see you next day. Or until next time, we will see you again. English is bad today. So long, everyone.